Hi guys. In this video I am going to speak on Excel trick of finding common data comparing multiple columns. I will use VBA to filter out those common values. So please see the whole video, first to last, without fast forwarding. Oh yes. If you like this video then please subscribe my channel, like and share this video which will encourage me to solve your further problems. Let's see what types of problems it can solve. Say, 6 top IT guys have 10 skills. Those 6 IT guys are Linus Torvalds, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, James Gosling, Tim Berners-Lee and Mark Zuckerberg. Now say, in your organization, just say for this video, those 6 guys dropped resumes. You want to analyze their resumes and find what are the common skills those great IT persons have. To find those common values, see the whole video. You are going to set a meeting with 5 politicians, powerful person on earth. Who are gonna be your guest in your house, you see, woo-ha. Namely Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, Emmanuel Macron, Joe Biden and Boris Johnson. Oh. Really, can you? Say yes for the video. You have collected available time slot of them. But the problem is when one is available another is not available. On the other hand, that time slot is a big list. So you cannot find the common available slot for each of those 5 persons to arrange a meeting. So you put all the available time slots into Microsoft Excel and did what I am going to do in this video to find common slot to arrange a meeting. After meeting, the banquet turn comes for those esteemed guests. Do not ask for further. You have arranged a banquet for them in your house. You contacted each of their personal secretary asking their food menu and collected a big list of those menus. The entire collection of those menus overwhelmed you and you started to think smartly. You have put all those food menus into Microsoft Excel and tried to find common food menus that each of those 5 politicians takes. Actually, I do not know what really they prefer. If you can find common menus, you can ensure cooking of them at first and then the others, which will lessen your labor, cost and time effectively. So hang tight till the video ends, whereas you can effectively appease them. Now come to the function, the magic function, that we use in this video to find the common values. Magic function name is get value from multiple columns. Let's define some variables at first. Data dictionary is an object which is late binding. Actual type of this object to be set later. Define that dictionary as scripting dictionary object, which is lately bounded. Define columns count as long. The columns are selection has. Define iterator as integer and dictionary item as variant. Selected cells as variant. Now let's set that selected cells to the actual range that start from first cell, 1 1, in our worksheet and get the columns count, how many columns the region has. Just to visually portray the selection using select that region. Now let's populate the dictionary that we declared earlier. This line of code will select the region in the worksheet. Populate dictionary now. Here we will get each cell value as key of the item in that dictionary and occurrence as value. Let's start the for loop that will loop from 0 to the total column number for each of the cell in each of those columns. If the cell value is not in the dictionary, then set that cell value's corresponding value to 1. And if that cell value is present as a key in the dictionary, then increase the value by 1. Now run this loop for each of these selected column, cell by cell. After this loop finishes, you will get a dictionary with cell values as keys and corresponding values ranges from 1 to the total number of columns in the selection. So the logic here is if any item in the dictionary has value less than column number, it is unique, which we are not interested in. On the other, if that value is greater than 1, then this item is what we are after, and which is items with common values. To clarify the thing more using the IT person example, if we run this loop first time then iterator means first column, the column with heading Linus Torvalds. Dictionary item means each cell value in that first column, from Linus Torvalds to willingness to learn. For the first run data dictionary is empty, so for each cell value loop saves key value pair as cell value and 1, for example Linus Torvalds equals 1 to the data dictionary, and completes for the first column. For the second run of loop iterator gets equal to second column, column with heading Bill Gates, and dictionary item equals to each cells in the second column. Now since the data dictionary is not empty, it tests if each cell value of second column exists in the data dictionary. If exists, then increases the value by 1, for example organization gets 2, otherwise sets value to 1. At the last run of the loop some cell values corresponding value gets 6 which are the common values among all 6 columns. Now let's remove the unique items from the data dictionary we have got using the IT person example. For each item in that data dictionary, if each key has value greater than 1 they are common among those columns, even between 2 columns, and which has maximum value that is 6, that is the common value among all 6 columns. Alternatively, for any item, if value is less than 6, that is iterator's last set value then that is not common among all 6 columns. Hooray! At last let's put the common values into a new column, the column 6 plus 2 equals 8 columns apart. If we find any common values, count of data dictionary is greater than 1 using transpose function that converts rows to columns. So now problem solving turn comes. To solve the problem, go to the worksheet, actually activate it, and then run the function, actually sub procedure by placing cursor inside the sub procedure hitting this green play button. Or pressing F5 in Windows. Now see the common values are separated into the new column. Now serve those 5 politicians effectively and smartly. Can you see the cell values that are common among all the columns in the worksheet? Now, let's solve the problem number 2. Can you see the cell values that are common among all the columns in the worksheet? And, lastly, come to the problem number 1, IT person's problem, and solve it by activating the sheet and running the code again. Can you see the cell values that are common among all the columns in the worksheet? To recap all, just put the data in a worksheet then go to developer window and open VBA editor. Go to insert tab of that editor and insert a module. Put the VBA code into that module. Now go to the sheet on which you are going to run this function to confirm. Finally go to VBA editor again and run using F5 or green play button as shown earlier. That's all. Oh yes, any suggestion is welcome. Again, if you like this video then please subscribe my channel, like and share this video, that will encourage me to produce this sort of videos.